Before you commit to another year of crypto tax software, you need to see this CoinTracker cost breakdown. I dug deep into every CoinTracker plan to find the one that actually delivers accurate tax reports without making you overpay for features you don't need. And there's one plan that handles your specific transaction volumes seamlessly and integrates with the exchanges you actually use. Let's uncover which plan that is and exactly how to lock it in for the lowest possible price. Now, before we jump into the details of CoinTracker's cost to see what is best for you and how to avoid overpaying, let's get one thing clear first. Who is this platform actually for? CoinTracker is a cryptocurrency portfolio tracking and tax reporting platform. It's built mainly for individual crypto investors, traders, and tax professionals who need to manage complex digital asset activity and stay compliant with tax laws. It appeals to these users by automatically syncing transactions across hundreds of exchanges and wallets. You get real-time portfolio insights, and when tax season hits, it generates ready-to-file tax reports with integrations like TurboTax and H&R Block. The whole idea here is to save you time and reduce manual reconciliation. But don't just take my word for it. Take this longtime user, for example. He's been using CoinTracker for several years as his tax reporting platform of choice. He says that it easily generates reports and does the job. But he also made a really honest point. He mentioned that adding transactions that aren't on a supported exchange or platform is a bit beyond his skill level, so he sticks to the main platforms. So I think that tells you something important. If you're someone who trades on major exchanges like Coinbase or Binance and doesn't mess around with obscure wallets, the experience is probably really smooth. Now that we know who this platform is really built for, let's get into the CoinTracker pricing structure and what you actually get for your money. Let's start with the personal plans, because that's what most of you watching will be looking at. There are several tiers here, and each one unlocks different features. First up is the free plan. This is for beginners. You get self-serve support, so if you run into issues, you're on your own with help articles. You can see your portfolio value and you get a tax summary, but here's the catch. You don't get actual tax filing forms. So if tax season comes and you need to report to the IRS, this plan won't cut it. You're basically just tracking your portfolio. Next is the simple plan, also called the base plan. Here, you get last year's tax forms and access to all past years. That's a big deal because if you need to amend previous returns or just want historical data, it's all there. You also get portfolio tracking and the TurboTax and H&R Block integrations. This plan covers up to 100 transactions per year. Now, one user mentioned on a review site that he's been using CoinTracker for years, and having all of his wallets in one app saves a lot of time. He specifically called out the tax form generation and the option to export his data as needed. So that's exactly what this tier delivers. But 100 transactions is still a pretty low limit. If you're dollar cost averaging every week or claiming staking rewards every month, you'll blow through that pretty fast. Which brings us to the optimized plan, which they also call Prime. This plan gives you access to up to 1,000 transactions per year. You also get tax lots breakdown. That matters because when you sell crypto, you need to know which specific coins you sold to calculate your gains correctly. You get tax loss harvesting insights, which helps you spot opportunities to sell losing positions to offset your gains and lower your tax bill. You also get performance tracking so you can actually see charts of your unrealized and total returns over time. Same TurboTax and H&R Block integrations apply here as well. Now, for the power users, there's the advanced plan, or Ultra. With this plan, you get up to 10,000 transactions per year. You also get priority support, which honestly, based on some of those horror stories about support tickets dragging on for months, might be worth the upgrade alone. You also get the ability to change your cost basis method by year. That is an advanced feature that accountants love because it lets you optimize your tax strategy differently each year based on market conditions. FIFO, LIFO, specific identification, you get to choose, essentially. And then, finally, there's the bespoke plan, which they call full service. This is for high net worth individuals or really active traders. The CoinTracker cost here is custom, but look at what you get. A dedicated account manager that works with you to manage your CoinTracker account, up to 15 hours of hands-on support to manage CSVs, to fix errors, and reconcile accounts for the current tax year, quarterly account health reviews so you're ready and confident well before tax deadlines, and access to exclusive briefings and events. That's basically white glove service. If you're dealing with tens of thousands of transactions, this might actually save you money compared to hiring a CPA or untangling everything manually. Now, For businesses and enterprises, there are actually separate tiers because tax reporting for a company is different than for an individual. The Enterprise Free plan gives you the essentials to get started. You get 100 transactions, 1 seat, basic reporting, self-serve support, and comprehensive portfolio tracking and insights. Good for a small business just getting into crypto. But the Starter plan is a powerful foundation for startups. You get 1,000 transactions, 3 seats, detailed reporting like statement of digital assets. You get email support and ERP integrations with QuickBooks Online and Xero. And you also get rules-based account mapping, robust DeFi support, comprehensive portfolio tracking, and the ability to change cost basis method by year. So that's a lot. And then finally, the Advanced plan is the complete solution to empower your business. This one handles over 1 million transactions with custom seats. You get advanced reporting, a dedicated account manager and Slack channel, custom ERP integrations, rules-based accounting mapping, custom DeFi support, and even SOC 1 and 2 reports. And if you need new integrations or custom features, they say just ask. That is enterprise-grade stuff. But the big question remains, is the CoinTracker cost actually worth it? My take is pretty simple. If you're sitting there with a couple thousand transactions across 3 or 4 major exchanges and you just want to sleep at night knowing your taxes are right, the value can absolutely be there. And when you look at what other users are saying, the picture gets even clearer. Take this user, for example. He shared his experience in a review, and his numbers tell the whole story. He says he had over 2,200 transactions in 2021 alone. That is 155 pages of trading activity spread across 5 different crypto exchanges. He admitted that it would have been an absolute nightmare to prepare his taxes for that year manually, let alone doing it for 2022 and 2023 on top of that. He highlighted that CoinTracker's cost was well worth the investment to quickly summarize his crypto trades for his taxes. Then there's also this user who kept it even more simple. He said filing taxes for crypto is not easy if you do a lot of trading, and he found that CoinTracker was well worth the subscription just to manage the tax forms. For him, the convenience of having everything generated automatically was worth the subscription cost, and I share this take too. No questions asked. Now, most people sign up for CoinTracker the wrong way. They go straight to the website, pick a plan that sounds about right, and pay full price for it. But that's leaving money on the table, and in a world where every dollar counts, especially when you're already dealing with tax bills and trading costs, overpaying for software just stings. So, to get started with CoinTracker at a fraction of the cost without overpaying by even a single dollar, click the link in the description of this video and sign up. We've partnered with CoinTracker to secure the highest discount deal currently available for our viewers.